From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's serving up a full plate of delicious hot topics. And Grammy winner and Latin heartthrob Miguel is here, performing his sexy new single, Coffee. Plus, we're in the kitchen with Kelsey Nixon, getting recipes for the perfect summer meal. Now, here's Wendy.
Welcome. Thank you for watching our stupid show. My co-host, my studio audience. Thank you. Oh, boy. I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for... You know it. I love you more. I want to say happy birthday to my stage manager, Doug. Doug has been here since the show was first invented, and without Doug, I would not know how many seconds until commercial break is over. I wouldn't know where to stand because it's very specific here. So thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. Okay, the big story this morning, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner officially getting divorced. It's always sad, especially, you know, they have 3 children, Serafina, Violet, and another one. But they've been married for 10 years and 1 day. Weren't we just talking about this last week? And I said, okay, there have been grumblings for quite some time about trouble in paradise with them. His drinking, his gambling. I guess maybe her being a bit of a nag because in the right way, because he's drinking and he's gambling and it's not good for family dynamics, and they have their kids, and we always see her with the kids, but we never see a lot of times him only with the kids. Whenever he's with the kids, it's always she and he together. So anyway, you know, they're both worth, he's worth like $75 million and she's worth $40 million. I don't know anything about a prenup. Reportedly, no one's asking for spousal support. Because my thought last week when I was talking to you is she's probably going to wait until the 10th anniversary and 1 day later, because there might be something in the paperwork saying, you know, if we're married for 10 years, you'll get this much. Which, personally speaking, my happiness is worth a whole lot more than a few extra dollars. Personally. Personally speaking, if, you know, they've been in marriage counseling for 2 years. That's like a year and 2 months too long to be nursing something that clearly is broken, and maybe we both need to move on. I don't know. You know, when it comes to the heart, I am not moved by money. You know, if I'm done, I'm not waiting until our 10th anniversary so I can get more money from you. Like, I have to be out. But anyway, so it turns out it's not about the money. It's about the end of the school year. Yeah, they wanted to wait until the last day of school, which apparently was Monday, which fit in perfectly with 10 years and 1 day from there. But yeah, for the last day of school, which is, you know, as a parent, that is in a perfect world what you do. You wait for summer vacation. And I think that this is going to be really hard for Jennifer. I know that she's the rich lady and she can afford, you know, staff and all that other kind of stuff. But just because you can afford it, not everybody has all those people in their house. I don't know. I don't picture her to be the one to have more than maybe one person to come in, and that would be maybe 9 to 5 and then go home. I don't picture her to have like a live-in person and, you know, people to take care of her kids like that, because we always see her like leaving the flower shop and the coffee shop and, you know, the pumpkin patch with her kids. But she says that it's being said that she put her career on the back burner so that his could take off and she could be at home with the kids. So, and they have a lot of property to split up, but it doesn't sound like they're both going to be like really horrible with the money division. And the rumor is that Ben, this will be kind of like Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow, like consciously uncoupling happily or whatever. The rumor is that Ben is going to live on the guest house at the property. Isn't that fabulous? Just the idea. I mean, no, it's not necessarily fabulous that your ex lives there, but isn't it fabulous to have a guest house? Like, you know, when you want to go have your drinks or your people over or smoke your weed, you could just go out to the guest house and turn on the big, because guest house, you know, for rich people, they're not like a shed. Like a lot of people have a shed. But, you know, they have like big flat screen TVs, full bathrooms with jacuzzis and marble, and granite in the kitchen with stainless steel. It's like a real house, but they call it a guest house. So, but the problem with him living in the guest house is everything sounds kumbaya until somebody falls in love. Okay? Or he wants to bring one of his girls back to the guest house and doesn't get her out in enough time. And Serafina and Violet are in the backyard playing on the swings, talking about, Daddy, who's that? Right? But I wish them well, and they certainly did have a good run, 10 years. Probably the only person happy now in my mind, Jennifer Lopez. Because, generally speaking, if your ex has done you wrong, which allegedly he did her wrong, there's some girl talking about, you know, in like the National Enquirer and stuff, Ben cheated with me when he was with Jennifer and all this other kind of stuff, and she shows her picture and she's giving quotes to the Enquirer. So when your ex has done you wrong, don't you secretly wish that they get done wrong? And then when they get done wrong, you clap for it. That's all. That's all. Donald Trump, you are so entertaining. And I know sometimes you all watch the show and you say, damn, Wendy's talking about the same thing over and over again. But that's because when there are updates to stories, it is my duty to give you the latest update. So the following is the latest update. Hold on. So Donald doesn't get mad, he gets even. He's doing exactly what I said yesterday when we were talking about this story. I said he'll probably sue Univision. Well, he's now suing Univision for pulling the plug on his Miss USA pageant. He's not just suing, he's suing for $50 million. Does Univision even have? I mean, what, huh? Excuse me, $500 million. Oh, okay, oh, sorry, thank you. Look, the point is that he's suing because he feels, and I feel as though this lawsuit is right, by the way. I'm on Univision's side and I'm on Donald's side, because I feel like, yeah, his comments about saying, you know, Mexicans are rapists and, you know, and drug dealers and whatnot was way to the left of crazy. But Donald has a right to demand that they honor the contract that he's done with Univision to air the Miss USA pageant. And we all understand contracts are meant to be broken, and it seems as though the only way this will be hashed out is in court. Now, you know, there are 51 beautiful women ready to walk on the stage with bathing suits, play the piano, and talk about why they need to win. The contestants are only 2 weeks away from the pageant. These girls are ready for their close-up, Mr. DeMille. But it ain't gonna happen. Because the court system is so jammed up. Do you think that the courts will all of a sudden part the seas and see this in court right now? No. Well, the Miss USA pageant, who still watches beauty pageants? Like, who are you people? Me and Lisa Lampanelli were talking about this the other week when she was here. It's like, you know, I'm a woman. I like to moisturize. I like makeup. I like fake hair. I like all the stuff that, you know, helps enhance us. You know, I'm just beauty pageant-like, but I'm not watching beauty pageants. And I look sideways at moms whose daughters are in that beauty pageant lane just because, you know, we're smart enough these days where we don't have to walk around as beauty pageant people. We can be chemists and scientists and president. You know? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with teaching our daughters to be beautiful, but that whole pageant thing with that bathing suit and standing and people gawking at you while you talk about why you're smart. So stupid. Anyway, look, if you are interested, though, in seeing this Miss USA pageant, while it probably will not be on TV because they're not going to get this hashed out in court, it will be streaming online. Maybe MissUSA.com, I don't know. But July 12th, you watch, I don't care. So, in the meantime, all this fascinating stuff with Donald Trump has overshadowed the Christie thing yesterday. Right? I mean, like, we saw it on the news, but we also see Trump on the news. And that's the good thing about Trump being in this race, is because even though he's not going to win, he's a great distraction, you know, from stuff. Very entertaining. Anyway, so my governor in New Jersey, Christie, why is he still obese? There's fat, and then there's obese. And clearly, he's lost a lot of weight from where he was before he got his stomach shrinking surgery. But yesterday at Livingston High School, Okay, wait. Okay. Compared to this picture, he might be anorexic now. But all I'm saying is, right? I thought those operations, like, you know how, I just mentioned Lampanelli. You know how Lampanelli lost all that weight, and then Star Jones and Al Roker and so many people that we know? I just can't figure out why it is that he's still, you know, as heavy as he is, you know, based on, you know, he got intervention surgery. Do I think he's too heavy to be president? I think that we all are judgmental, but no, I don't think he's no Taft. Remember President Taft back in the, we weren't alive. But look, President Taft was like the first Christie. And he still won presidency. But today, everybody's on their 1-2 step on the treadmill and Pilates and doing all kinds of stuff. But this is passable for president, you know, in terms of visually. He's got his hair. We've never had a bald president. You know, he's got his family. They seem like a nice family. His wife seems to love him. But the thing that is not going to get him in the White House is his Jersey attitude. No, I have the same attitude. Now look, this is cute for an hour of your time. But for 4 years of your time, could you take all this big mouth? No. My co-host, you're special because you went out of your way to come here, so clearly we have an attraction to one another. You know what you're getting into when you walk into my jewel box. But I'm saying, like, shout out to all my nice people in Nevada and Salt Lake City and, you know, Louisiana. Sometimes a Jersey attitude is a lot, you know, that say it like you mean it, telling people I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna march over there and tell them what I think of ISIS. Then again, that attitude would get a lot accomplished in the world. Anyway, there he is, my Governor Christie, your possible future president. What a mess. Have you seen the recent pictures of Caitlyn? Okay. Caitlyn is officially a Kardashian. Okay. Because it seems like her new platform is prancing around and getting papped by the paparazzi. I mean, yeah, she's going to be doing the ESPN Awards where she's going to receive that award. Yes, she's, the cameras are following her around Manhattan, filming for her new reality show. But by and large, the way we see all the Kardashians are leaving the gym, leaving the coffee shop, you know, walking around the street, like being socialites, prancing around in fancy costumes. Well, Caitlyn is now that girl too. Well, she wore an Hervé Leger bandage dress. A civilized dinner with the legendary Diane Sawyer. And now she's walking around town with security. Some people were saying, well, kids were saying allegedly. Why does she need security?
Right, we were saying
Oh, you were saying it? Because it's New York and anything could pop off. Especially if you are a transgender woman, everybody is not on the platform, and some people might want to, you know, exact revenge. So, of course, she has security. She's fat. What I love is that she's not wearing sunglasses. Like, she's not trying to mask something a little cryptic going on up here. Like, she's giving it to us fully. She's not even wearing fishnets or anything. That's just a full leg. Looks like there may be a little swelling on that right knee, but listen, you know, look, but as a 65-year-old woman, as women go, sometimes things swell, correct? Okay, so anyway, so that's look number one. So now she's still in New York, and she went to the legendary Patricia Field store, and she was wearing a DVF wrap dress. Now remember, Caitlyn is 6'2". Now I happen to have this same dress and I got it altered. I'm going to tell you why. Because even though I'm 5'11", but I have 40-inch legs, and sometimes there's way too much material down here. And I would say this dress would look better on Caitlyn if she got about 7 inches taken off. Right about, you understand what I'm saying? It's a little too much material down here. Sometimes even DVF gets it wrong. But the hair is flowing. The nose is feminized. And you know what? She looks like she's paying us dust. Now, look. Caitlyn is like a walking mannequin. She changes clothes like the rest of us girls a lot. Look, so 2 hours later after this dress, I guess she heard me in her head or something, because when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, girl, you need to take some off the bottom. 2 hours later, she took some off the bottom, all right, in a sequins miniskirt, okay. The thing is that over here, doesn't she have some hip? Like, Suzanne, she might have more hip than us.
She definitely has more hip than us.
But I still recognize Bruce in the face.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah.
But I still recognize Bruce. But Caitlyn, I mean, you're doing it. Yeah. You're doing it. Sorry, Chris. You do have the right to be pissed for the rest of your life. Okay, so let's talk about the killers. Okay, so look, wait, is Hot Topics over?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, look. Okay, look. So the captured prisoner, the one that looks like Tom Green, David Sweat, he's recovering from his wounds. He's still in the hospital, but he's singing like a canary, and I love it. Okay. So he's spilling the details about his escape with Richard Matt, the one who looks like George Lopez. First of all, he's saying that the plan was, first of all, Joyce was the only one who knew that they were going to escape. And they had planned the escape like 6 months ago. But they only started really rehearsing and getting into it once winter was over, and they cut off the heat. Because they, you know, they climbed through the air ducts, and it would be hot in there if the heat was on, right? So Joyce was supposed to be the wheel woman and wait for them outside of the manhole, and then they were going to drive 40 hours to Mexico. Which, by the way, Miguel is here later on. No, well, because Miguel is half black and half Mexican, and I want to ask him about Donald Trump. But back to the killers. Okay, so Richard Matt, first of all, had done time for stabbing someone in a Mexican jail. So he was familiar with Mexico. And apparently he loved it so much that he had a tattoo that said, Mexico forever. Okay, all right, so look, so David Sweat, the Tom Green one, who I thought was like the dumber one of the two for whatever reason. I don't know. Well, I just thought that the Richard or the George Lopez one was like the smarter of the two. But no, David Sweat ditched Richard because Richard at 49 was slowing him down. And I was like, well, what does he mean? We can still dip it and do it. Well, so David Sweat is still singing like a canary, and he says, no. Well, Richard, this guy had sciatica and blood blisters from walking, you know, and all he'd do is smoke weed and drink. Which, what are you supposed to do once your prison escape plan goes awry? Look, all I'm telling you is thank God David Sweat lived, because that means when they make the movie's going to have all these juicy little nuggets that we need. And I hope it's not going to be in the movies in the big screen. Please put it on TV so we can lay in the bed with a snack without leaving our house. I can't wait. Okay, clap louder, everybody. More great show for you. Yes, yes. R&B superstar Miguel is here. He's going to perform his new song, Christie, off his new album, Wild Heart. Plus, celebrity chef Kelsey Nixon is here to show us how to whip up some delicious summer meals. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Look-alike. So don't go far. It's Power and Play on an all-new Wendy with Amari Hartwick and Naturi Norton from Power. Wendy.
I'm 40 plus. He's 29.
Okay.
Do you think it's safe for me to get my groove back?
Get it, girl.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
So it's time for Celebrity Look-alike. Our first Celebrity Look-alike comes from Norman D, who watches the Wendy Show on KTTV in Yucapa, California. Norman thinks that he looks like Jack Nicholson. Okay, so let's look at the real Jack. Okay, and let's look at Norman. Oh my God. incredible. Yes, you do. By the way, thank you, Norman, for watching our show. Norman, are you sure that's not Jack? And you're trying to fool us? Okay, our next celebrity lookalike comes from Natasha L., who watches The Wendy Show on WNYW in Lynbrook, New York. Natasha thinks she looks like supermodel Gigi Hadid. So here's the real Gigi. All right, Natasha, bring it. Kate Hudson. That's what I said. Yeah, a little more Kate Hudson, nevertheless cute as a button. Thank you, Natasha. By the way, you know, Gigi Hadid is reportedly dating Joe Jonas right now. Okay, our next celebrity lookalike comes from Malik S., who watches The Wendy Show on WJTV in Jackson, Mississippi. Malik thinks his sister Karen looks like Nicki Minaj. So let's take a look at the real Nicki. And let's look at Karen. It's Minaj-esque. Very cute girl. By the way, congratulations to the real Nicki. She won 2 BET Awards this past Sunday. Here's our last one. Our final celebrity lookalike comes from Andy M., who watches The Wendy Show on BET in Dudley, England. And Andy thinks that he looks like Simon Cowell. This is a first. Okay, so let's take a look at the real Simon Cowell. Now let's look at Andy. Oh, wow. That's good, Andy. By the way, Simon seems to really be enjoying fatherhood with his baby son, Eric. How you doing, Simon? Thanks, everybody, for your celebrity lookalikes. If you or somebody that you know looks like a celebrity, please share with us. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next, we're going to cook up some delicious summer meals in the Wendy kitchen. Don't go far. And that means it's time to enjoy a lot of delicious foods that this season has to offer. And here to cook up some really yummy summer meals is the author of Kitchen Confidence. Please welcome back to our show, celebrity chef Kelsey Nixon. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So you say that summer meals don't just have to be about hot dogs and hamburgers. We love them.
Oh, I love them.
But
right.
Let's mix it up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I like to offer something lighter too, right?
Yes.
So as we go into this holiday weekend, I've got a delicious salad that whether you're attending a barbecue or going over to friends, this is fantastic.
Okay, so what are we making?
Okay, we're going to start with some shrimp. We're just going to simply season it with salt and pepper.
Okay.
And we're going to throw it in a skillet. And when I say this is good for you, I really mean it, Wendy. This is something you don't have to feel guilty about. So if you're watching calories this summer, this is a perfect thing.
Well, shrimp is great because light on calories, but if you have cholesterol, don't eat them a whole lot. Do you know what I mean?
This is going to be fine.
Yeah, but
you're
no,
going to be fine with this. Yeah, you're going to be fine with this.
Now, look, for some of you who have, I just recently got my seafood baskets last summer, and I love, you know, like you put the shrimp in that basket and you can, you know, flip it around on the barbecue.
You could totally do that and just add it to the salad that way.
Yeah.
So however you want to, if you want to throw these babies on the grill, however you want to do it. So once these start to turn a little pink, they're getting there.
Okay.
And you know, it goes quick. So for a weeknight meal, things like that, it's perfect.
There's nothing worse than hard overcooked shrimp.
No. So you want to go under rather than over.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about what's going here. Orzo is our base, which is a rice-shaped pasta that I really love. Great for summer salads. And to this, we're just going to add all these things. So we've got some cucumbers.
Perfect.
You want to add the feta cheese?
Oh, feta,
Do you like feta?
I love feta.
It's a nice light cheese, perfect for salads.
It's good on calories, too, feta.
Yeah, it is. It is. We've got some red onion.
Red onion.
And then once you add that shrimp in here.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
So look at that. It's beautiful. If you wanted to throw some spice on that shrimp as well, you could. Now, for the dressing, this is so simple. We're just using lemon juice and some olive oil. Simple, simple, simple.
Dietetic.
And I've got some lemon zest, as well as the juice, some fresh dill. Gonna toss this together, and Wendy, I want you to have a taste. Now, I know you're a hot sauce lady.
No, I'm not gonna put hot sauce on this.
Oh, really?
No, I'm over with my cleanse, but I lost my taste for hot sauce.
Oh,
I know.
No.
I know. I don't eat it as much as I used to.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell me do you like the lemon in this? I think the lemon is
love the lemon.
so nice. And as you're making salads and things for the summer, think about lemon juice, olive oil for a very simple dressing. It goes a long way.
And it's dietetic.
And it's Wendy, this is healthy, light, very nice. This is just fun. This is a s'mores pudding pie.
Okay.
So if you don't have access to a campfire or a grill, this is how you make s'mores at home. Ready?
Are those graham crackers?
Graham crackers.
Okay.
So we're going to make the graham cracker crust from scratch because it's so easy and tastes so much better.
Brown sugar?
2 tablespoons of brown sugar.
Okay.
Some melted butter, about 7 tablespoons.
This is really good, Kelsey.
This goes in the food processor. You whiz this away, and you get this right here. And all you're going to do is press it into the pie plate. Super simple. Now let's talk about that chocolate pudding filling.
Okay.
This has got some cream, some milk, some sugar. To this, I'm going to whisk in some... You want to do the whisking?
Sure.
Whisk away. I'm going to add some cornstarch. This is going to be the thickener. It's a good technique. I like that.
What's that?
This is cocoa powder.
Okay.
Cocoa powder. Now, as this all comes together and comes up to a boil, once we get it there and it starts to thicken so that it coats the back of a spoon, we're going to stir in our chocolate and some vanilla.
Now, the chocolate was already crumbled at the grocery store?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
And then a pinch of salt is always nice. Now, once this thickens up, it's going to look like this.
Oh,
So
like real pudding.
You're going to pour it into the pudding, or to the pie shell. It's going to chill in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. And then, oh, you're getting into it. But Wendy, we got to talk about the funnest part. The funnest part is topping this baby with the marshmallows.
How do you burn them at the top?
In the oven. Watch this. So this goes on top. You create the little decoration however you want. I halved these so you get these nice peaks.
This is really good.
And then you're going to pop it in the broiler. And look, this is what it looks like when it comes out, Wendy. I mean, isn't that great?
Yes.
So fun. Okay, we got a summer drink as well. Really simple lemonade. I like lemon juice, super fine sugar. I've taken some fresh berries, put them in a food processor, and just, you want to go through and get the seeds out. So
I love it. You're telling us to speed up.
Okay, I know. And we're going to add the puree to our lemonade.
Healthy.
Berry lemonade. Essentially 3 things.
All right, you
Get
pour,
you a glass
I'll
of
talk.
this. There you go.
For more information about these recipes, go to wendyshow.com. Clap it up again for Kelsey Nixon. Miguel, but up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Don't go far. It's a sizzling all-new July on Wendy. Breaking news, breaking news. The real fireworks are happening right here on Hot Topics. Plus, the best beach essentials to make life a breeze. Oh, wow. Hitting the shore doesn't have to be a beach.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. Okay, so it's time for Ask. I saw you when I first came out when the doors opened.
Amen.
Yes, the hair.
Thank you.
How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
Okay, so I'm Carla, and I'm married. And I have this friend, she's always complaining that she can't find a man. Every time we go out, she just kills our vibe. But you know what, when I go out every day, look at me. I get chosen. As a matter of fact, I got chosen outside your studio.
Okay.
What I want to know is, should I be giving these guys to my friend?
No, because the problem is,
My
is that.
husband don't kill me.
But no. Here's the thing. No, because when a guy is into you and you're married and you pass him off to your friend, he will always originally have been into you, and that will become a problem later on.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on with you women who say you can't find a man. Men are every place.
Everywhere.
They're not all gay or in jail.
No, they're not.
And
it's like 25 on my roster, and I'm like, look,
exactly.
I'm married.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I think that your friend is putting out then a vibe that she.
negative vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can't help her, and you can't give her your sloppy seconds because he will always have been into you first.
Okay.
Okay.
Amen.
Thank you, Carla.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. So I've been going to the same doctor now for about 3 years. I've had a crush on him from the second I walked in the office the first time. And I know he's into guys, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
So recently I was out at brunch and I ran into him and he was with his mother. They invited me over. I sat down with him. We had a lovely time. And when he left, he came in for a kiss on the cheek. And so I'm wondering, I know how hard it is to find a good doctor. So should I keep my crush to myself or should I let him know that I'm interested?
First of all, the kiss on the cheek is not necessarily indicative of anything.
True.
Because we all kiss on the cheek. It's not a thing. But I don't know how you sat on this crush for 3 years. If I were you, I would have definitely leaped on the situation.
Well, I was in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
But we broke up 6 months ago, so...
Well, then let your doctor know, and once you... No, let your doctor know that you're into him.
I will.
But to me, even once you are in a relationship, say, with said doctor, you'll still have to change doctors because it still becomes a little bit too personal when your doctor is your lover.
Okay.
You know? Tell him.
I want a doctor for a lover.
Well, good luck with you. Call him right after the show. Let him know, you know, you're into him, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, very well. Up next, everybody, Miguel is here to perform his hit song, Coffee. Do you want to be my next co-host? Okay, good. Go to wendyshow.com, request your free tickets, and be a part of my studio audience. Make sure you dress to impress. I can't wait to see you. A Grammy Award-winning artist whose new album is called Wild Heart. He's here to perform his new song, Coffee. Give it up again for our friend, Miguel.
Wish I could paint our love, baby. These moments in vibrant hues, darling. All right, yeah. Talking about, babe. Call me in the morning. Alright. We talk street art and sarcasm, crash humor and high fashion. Peach color moon glistens, the plot thickens as we laugh over shotguns and tongue kisses. Bubble baths, who for dare, or would you rather? A cold flame, thrilling no shame. Drug, sex, and Polaroid. Pick a star in the sky, we could both say goodbye, babe. Wish I could paint our love, darling. These moments in vibrant hue turns into gunplay, turns into pillow talk, it turns into sweet dreams, turn into coffee in the morning, coffee in the morning, baby. And I don't wanna wake you, just wanna watch you sleep, baby. Alright, it's the smell of your hair, and it's the way that we feel. I never felt comfortable like this, baby. No, baby, we face the sun. You know for sure that I'm all yours, I'm all yours now, baby. Woman, do you know what you've done to me, baby? Well, stay down, darling, yeah. Oh, do you hear what I'm saying, darling? I never felt like this woman. Wish I could paint our love, baby. All these moments in vibrant hues, darling. Yeah. Alright, cause wordplay turns into gunplay, and gunplay, it turns into pillow talk, it turns into sweet dreams, and sweet dreams turn into, well, you know.
Thank you. It's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
You have an incredible voice, and the way we certify that is because you only played acoustic and you just sang that song to death, correct?
Thank you.
So, congratulations on your new album.
Did you like it?
We love it. We love it. Wild Heart.
That's right.
I like the album cover.
Do you?
Yes, what's the inspiration?
You know, I think life is about knowing who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in. And when you know those things, it really kind of frees you from worry about how other people see you or other opinions, really.
Wild
and I think
heart.
that's a very empowering and powerful feeling. So I wanted to capture that feeling in the imagery.
Wild heart. We love that. I make it no secret that when I hug the men who come to the show, I always feel them a little bit. And I noticed you've been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel it. I feel it. You look great.
Thank you.
Now, Miguel, if you don't know, he's from L.A. and he's half black and he's half Mexican.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump recently made some comments about half of you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
You know, it's kind of crazy because I think, you know, in general, we're seeing a lot of the issues in this country come up. Not only with Donald Trump's statement, but just in the news lately with blacks, you understand?
Yes.
I think it's just, it's time that the country faces some of the underlying issues that have been just around for a long time. It's just good that now it's in our face and we can address it. So I'm just hoping that it leads to change.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being here again. This is our old friend Miguel, everybody. The new album's called Wild Heart. It's getting wild reviews. You get yours now. We'll be right back. Instaglam, where Wendy watchers get to show off their version of celebrity trends. This week's Instaglam is presented to you by Vinique. Vinique is celebrating the holiday weekend with America's first shimmery liqueur. The celebrity look of the day is Ruby Rose from season 3 of Orange is the New Black. Ruby is stunning in her mini skirt trend. She looks terrific. So today's Instaglam Wendy watchers are showing off their version of minis. Stacy from Connecticut is wearing her leather skirt with 4-inch stilettos. I love a mini, you know I do. Nicole in Virginia also does. She's oozing sex appeal in her denim mini. And Barbara in Florida is rocking the patriotic thing. Perfect for the 4th of July. You all look fantastic. So to keep you ladies shimmering and shaking, we're sending you a Vinique beauty box valued at over $200. Be sure you follow us on Instagram for your chance to be our Instaglam look of the day. We'll be right back. Thank today's guest, Miguel. I love you so much. Also, my co-host, my studio audience tomorrow. Amari Hardwick and Notori Naughton stop by, and I'll be covering you with all the juicy hot topics, of course. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.